Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be doing a Kindle Unlimited reading vlog because I've cancelled my Kindle Unlimited and I'm running out of time to make this video and I've been wanting to make it forever. So we're filming this today. I've already read some of the books. This intro is forward in time. So far it's a success. So hopefully that continues. I'm going to be going through a varying amount of genres. I'm not just going to do my usual Kindle Limited romance reads. I'm going to try and do a lot of fantasy as well. So hopefully this should be a varied vlog for you to find something that you like. I will let you enjoy the vlog now. Bye. Hopefully future me films an intro for this because I haven't and I don't want to. So hi if not. But I am going to be starting a Kindle Unlimited reading vlog and I'm starting book 1 today and I'm going to be reading The Serpent and the Nightwing or something. I can't remember what it's called. Jade literally just recommended this to me, so I'm going to be reading this because it is on Kindle Unlimited and it is a story. I don't know anything about it other than it's got Akatar vibes, like Jade said it was Akatar-y. So I'm gonna read it. I'm really excited about it. And yeah, I'll tell you more about it when I know more about it. So let's just get dived in. Okay, so I'm gonna try and update you quickly because I'm holding the camera and that's just gonna kill my arms. I'm about 50% of the way through and our main character Araya, this is what the story's about. Our main character Araya, she lives in the human world and we see some people come up and try and kidnap her and then this man is like, no, I want her, and then he keeps her and he's like, then we fast forward and he's like a father figure to her and he wants her to compete in this trial. And so far these trials have been very Hunger Games-esque, which I really like. And I don't know what the aim of the trial is. I don't know what happens at the end. Like, it hasn't said what this trial is for. But yeah, it's a bunch of supernatural people competing, but she's not supernatural. She is human, not fae, which gives her a big disadvantage. But she's also been training her whole life with her father figure, who is a fae, to win this competition. And I'm just so confused at what the point of it is. But so far, she's a really great character. She has a lot of like depth and backstory. She has a lot of power. She's not annoying. She's very like hard-headed and I like her. She has now been forced into like a coupling situation with a guy called Rain, and I can't remember the name of the woman. It begins with like M or something, who are two best friends, both fae, and they've partnered up together because they need to compete together in one of the final tasks. And she doesn't want to because she trusts nobody. That's what she's been raised her whole life, to trust no one. And she's got to now learn to trust these people to compete with them. So I love both Rain and the other woman. Absolutely love them. Like, they're giving me so many good vibes and definitely giving me like, he's definitely giving me like all the boys from Akatar kind of vibes, you know, Rhysand and stuff. He is giving that. I really like it, but it's giving me more the Cruel Prince at the moment when you think of like, she's been kidnapped from the human world and forced to live in the Fae world. Like, that's very Cruel Prince. But I'm really loving the Cruel Prince meets Akatar meets kind of like the Hunger Games vibe at this point. Like, I'm really enjoying that. I'm surprised how much I'm loving this. I just wish I knew more about the motives as to why. Like, I want to know what is important about her winning this so that I can want her to win. Because right now, the only reason I want her to win is so that she doesn't die. Like, I don't care that she actually's going to win because I don't see why I want to win. Like, I don't know. So I'm just kind of waiting on that right now. I really like the relationship between her and her father figure. I don't know. She calls him father. But I don't trust him. I don't know. He's forceful in a way and he's so lovely to her, but he is like a leader or a king, and so a lot is looking up to him and he kind of switches between the personalities. But I just think he's gonna at some point forget that he has to be a father, and he's gonna become like, not bad, but he's gonna do something and it's gonna upset her, and I'm nervous about it. So I think there might be a falling out kind of thing. Basically the Cruel Prince, like, it's so similar. I'm just kind of comparing it to that because that's all I can think of. But yeah, I will tell you more when I know more. But for now, I'm really enjoying this, like, surprisingly so. But it's a long book, so it's going to take a while to get through. I finished. It's getting dark, so I'm sorry about the lighting. I just can't grasp what I just read. The ending is somewhat predictable. Like, I saw it coming. I just really hoped it wouldn't. I didn't love the ending. I didn't love what happened. I wasn't vibing. But like something happened at 90% and I was shook. I was shook. To be fair, I then was less shook. But for the moment, it had me and like I just didn't know what to do with myself. I really enjoyed it. I actually loved it. Like I think I'm gonna give it like a 4.5 stars. I think the ending is the only thing that made it not 5-star for me. I would have loved, I don't know what's coming in the future, but I would love for this to have been a standalone and not ended the way it ended. Because I think that would have been so much better. I just don't know what to say. Like, I really don't know what to say because you can't really say much without spoiling this. I feel like I've given you the tones already, and if you're not hooked by that point, there's not much else to give you. The Hunger Games themes of the trials got even more and more. Like at one point, there's a trial with the mist, like killing mist, like it burns, while they run through a woodland city thing. Could it be any more Hunger Games? Like, no, it couldn't. Like that scene is literally plucked from it. Okay. But it's like got Fae and humans, and I really love that. I love Rain so much, and I love the other woman whose name I still can't remember. I've just read. I was like, right, I'll remember her name now. I don't remember it again. Why do I never remember? Honestly, it's amazing that I remember the main character's name. Oriah, yeah. God's sake. I really, really enjoyed it, and I'm really excited for the sequel, which comes out just before April. No, it comes out in April, just before my birthday, so I think April 14th. So I'm so excited to read it because if it's anywhere near as good as this one, it's going to be amazing. I'm so happy right now. I definitely recommend this one. This was like a favorite of mine. So if you have Kindle Unlimited and you're looking for a book to read, this is a great fantasy. If you're wondering about smut levels, because I see a lot of Kindle Unlimited books have smut levels, this has an inkling of spice. There's like one scene, and that's pretty much it. So it's certainly not this spicy fantasy that you're gonna get, but it is a really great fantasy, and it does have steamy scenes. I'd say it's more like new adult, you know. But that's not the main focus. If you're someone who doesn't like romance in your fantasies or like smut in your fantasies, you're gonna be fine. Wow, what a read! What a read! Honestly, what a read! I'm so pleased. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to read next, but I'll come back to you when I know. Okay, so today's book that I'm going to pick up on my Kindle from Kindle Unlimited is Broken Bonds by someone, I can't remember their name. I have no idea what this is about, so I'll have to tell you what it's about like after I've gotten into it, but I'm pretty sure it's about a girl and I think it's like a reverse harem. I could be completely wrong. But I think it's a reverse harem story and it's supernatural. I know nothing else. The cover is absolutely beautiful. And there's like a skull, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I think it's maybe death or something. Maybe death's a character. But I'm so excited to get into this now. Oh, I'm really, really excited. I think this is gonna be a good one because I've read a lot about it online, mainly on Facebook. Saying that people have binged this series, so I'm really excited to get into it and hopefully love it. I didn't update you through this book. Because it was so, so good. So I just read Broken Bonds. What a good book. I'm going to give this 4 stars. I was thoroughly enjoying this. I just haven't left the bed. I've just been so enjoying this. I don't even know what to say. So we follow, what's her name? I can't remember anything. What's her name? Let me look. Oh, Ollie. We follow Ollie, who has a power, but we don't know much about it other than she's keeping it secret. And in this world, it's a supernatural world where a central bond, so a person, finds multiple bonds who are basically soulmates. And there's loads of different types of people, supernatural people. You know, some are shift shapers. Shift shapers? Is that the word? Shift shapers? Yeah. Some of them are shift shapers. Shift shapers? What is the word? That word? Shift shaper, right? It doesn't sound right. I don't know what's going on. It's like people with like nightmares. So Northern Nox have nightmare, which is really, really cool. And so on and so forth. Different magic and healers and stuff like that. And so our main character gets 5 bonds, and she is the central bond. And to bond with these people, you have to accept the bond. You have to do the do, you know, you have to do the do. But she can't bond with these people as much as her body wants it, because the whole point is they're like connected. So they really want to complete the bond. She can't because she's nervous her power is going to get too strong and she will cause problems, like cause destruction. So you're following like, no, first of all, they hate her because she ran away from them for years. So there's a hate to love. Although so far a lot of them still hate us. That's going well. So, you know, it's going to be a long one. It's slow build, that's for sure. It's multiple people. There's a lot of tension, like it keeps you engaged because you can't get what you want out of it, obviously, because they can't do anything. It's just, yeah, it's really, really good. A lot of pining. And I'm really enjoying it so far, and I really want to continue into the next book right now. And I just want to keep going. I just want to keep going. I just don't want to stop. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'll update you, but I'm not going to update you too much because the whole point of this reading vlog is to read different books. So I'm sorry I didn't do much updating on this one either. I just kind of read it. I was just so engrossed. It's kind of very reminiscent to how I felt about Zodiac Academy, where I just kept reading no matter what because I couldn't stop. It feels the same. So I think I'm going to go and continue now. Yeah, I might finish the second one today as well. I've got time. So I'm going to go do that. But I won't talk to you too much about it. I'll update you on like if I'm still enjoying it or anything. But I think my next big update will be when I've moved on. Now I want to give you an update because I've kind of just sped through this series. And I don't want to update you on every single like minute of the books because I was only supposed to read the first book. So I'm just going to give you like a general update on these stories. So I'm now on Blood Bonds, which is book 3 in this series. I think it's a 6-book series. I have no idea if it's completed or anything. I'm still absolutely in love with everybody. There's still a lot of tension, which I was kind of surprised about, because even though it's enemies to lovers, usually they've kind of solved that issue, especially by book 3. But there's still tension with certain bonds, and I really enjoy that part of this story. To be honest with you, I could enjoy this story with absolutely no tension at all, which is quite funny. I purely think that I am like invested in the love and the romance between them all because it's like, you know, hate to love and multiple bonds. I just love stuff. So I'm thoroughly enjoying that part. I'm so invested, I just can't seem to stop reading. So I'm just on book 3 now and I just keep going. I don't want to be like overwhelming you with like this series because that wasn't the point of this reading vlog. It was to read multiple different books and series, but I've kind of just gotten like invested in this one, so I thought I may as well keep you updated in this vlog while I can, you know, may as well see how well this is going. So yeah, book 2's gotten a 4-star from me, same as book 1. And yeah, I'm not far into book 3, like 10%, but I'm really excited to see where it goes from here. I love some of the side characters, I love the best friend, just want to see where it's all going to go. I do feel like it's starting to become just on the slight side of repetitive. Like the end of book 1 and the start of book 2 ended the same way that the end of book 2 and the start of book 3 is started and ended. So it is kind of repetitive if you think about it, but I'm still invested at this point as long as that doesn't continue every single end and start of the next books. So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading throughout the next few days. Hopefully then I can move on to something else and keep you updated on that one, which is hilarious. I did not expect to be as addicted to this series as I am. I know a lot of people have been loving it, and I actually found out about it through Facebook, which never happens to me, but yeah, I got the book rack on Facebook, and yeah, it was a good one. I'm definitely enjoying it. So clearly, as I've binged 3 of the books now, I'm recommending it. But yeah, I'm going to move on. I'll keep you updated on how I'm going with the series, but I will also try to move on soon to a new one. I know that this isn't a regular weekly vlog, but I got a parcel and I still wanted to show it to you. So I thought I'd just put it in here anyway. I know exactly what's in here. I'm really, really excited about it. And as it came as I was reading Blood Bonds, the 3rd book, so it seems fitting to show you. Oh my god. I swear they make it a mission to get into these things. Christ. Okay. I didn't know it had special edges. I didn't know. Get out! Oh my god, I'm so excited to get out of this box. I don't want to damage it. Ooh. Shut the front door. I think it's spelled Clytemnestra by Costanza Casati. My copy is like missing a lot of the print, which I'm a little bit like upset about. Like, yeah, like it's wearing off. That's really, really odd. Same on the front. Really odd. There's like bits here. That's really strange. But these are the most beautiful stenciled edges I've ever seen. Oh my god. Like, I've never seen Waterstones other than the stone blind. Oh, yeah. Unreal. And it says it's signed, so let's have a look. What's that? My receipt. Oh yeah, signed. Cool, cool. Very pleased. It has like a little family tree in it, which I really, really like. Oh, two of them. The family of Atreus and the family of Tyndarus. I'm no good at these words. Oh my goodness, it has a full explanation of everybody. Love that. And a map. My goodness. Yeah, love that. Love that a lot. Just bent a little at the front, so I'm just gonna smooth it out. Well, other than the fact that the print is worn off in certain areas, I'm really, really happy with this. I'm really excited and I can't wait to read it. Should I read you the synopsis? As for queens, they are either hated or forgotten. She already knows which option suits her best. You were born to a king but marry a tyrant. You stand helplessly as he sacrifices your child to placate the gods. You watch him wage war on a foreign shore and comfort yourself with violet thoughts of your own. Violent. You play the part, fooling enemies who deny you justice. Slowly you plot. You are Clytemnestra. But when the husband who owns you returns in triumph, for what then? Acceptance or vengeance, infamy follows both, so you bide your time and wait, until you might force the god's hand and take revenge, until you rise, for you understand something that the others don't. If power isn't given to you, you have to take it for yourself. Wow. I'm very excited because I love mystery tellings, especially when it's like feminist and empowering to women, which most of the ones I read are, so absolutely love this. I'm just so excited. Anyway, if there's still this copy available online, you should definitely pick it up because it's beautiful. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to reading Blood Bonds now. Bye. Hello fellas. Sorry about my voice. I'm very sick. And normally I would just not film when I feel like this and when I sound like this because I can't imagine this is very fun to listen to. But as I've said already, I have a deadline because my Kindle Unlimited membership will expire soon. So I have no choice but to keep filming through this, and I'm really sorry about it. Okay, I'm sorry. I am still reading the Broken Bonds books, but I'm also going to read something else so that I can actually update this vlog properly for you. So yeah, the next book I want to read is The Sinner. I am already partway through this, but The Sinner by Chantal Tessier. I don't know why I want to read this because I read The Ritual last year, which is like, they're all standalone books. It's not a sequel, The Sinner, but it's the second book in this world with the same Lord situation. And I hated the first book. I mean, it took me months to read. It was really put me in a bad negative headspace. So why am I reading this? I don't know. But I do want to read it. I am intrigued. Apparently this one's better than the last one, so I'm going to read it. There are so many trigger warnings in this book, or like in this, well, there was in the first one and there has been so far in the second, so be aware. A brief rundown of what this book is about. You follow the Lords, they're like basically like a cult, like a brotherhood. Once you get sworn in, you can't leave without being like, you know? And they have to do a year of celibacy. Was it 3 years of celibacy? And then they get sworn in, and then they get to make a woman. They are like, what? They actually get to marry them. They like wife, and then they're basically the property of these men, which I despise. I get that it's obviously catered to certain people's fantasies, you know. I get it. It's made for the people, so I'm not like king shaming. You do you. But for me personally, that ain't for me. Like, I like to be an independent young woman. So I kind of struggle with that because it's bordering, like, I think the trope's like bordering non-con. Definitely a big trigger for me. So you'd think, why would I read it? But I'm just so intrigued by what people are saying about it. It's a really long book. And as I said, I've already made some progress. So I'm really hoping to finish it maybe by tomorrow. It's Saturday today.
So I'm thinking by tomorrow night I could hopefully have finished it 2 days if I can stay awake long enough. I don't know if that'll be like the last book I read for this vlog and then I'll just finish the Broken Bonds series, or if I'll read one more. I kind of fancy reading one more, so we'll see. But yeah, I'll keep you updated on this one. So far, it's fine. So far, there's nothing too triggering about it. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not enjoying it. I'm not disliking it. I'm nothing. At the moment, it's just an average, halfway 2.5 stars book, right? Because there's nothing happened either way. Um, you definitely could read this without reading the first one. It's very self-explanatory again. Like, it does explain itself and its concept and its structure, so you don't need to worry about not understanding it. And yeah, if what I've said about these books appeals to you in your dirty romances, this is a great book for you. I will like you can like look up on Goodreads or on anything really what is in the book trope wise, and you'll see if it is for you or not. It's just not my thing, and I don't know why I'm doing it, but I am. But I will come back to you because it is a really popular romance, so I'll come back to you with my thoughts and feelings if I have any as I go through this book.
So much for finishing it by Sunday. I've finished The Sinner. It didn't take me that long at all. So what do I have to say about this book? I'm gonna go with a 2 star, but that is just my personal enjoyment rating. That is not like a reflection of how the book is and whether the book is good or bad. It's just not my thing. And really, I shouldn't have read it after not enjoying The Ritual. And I won't be reading the next book. I think the next book comes out in April, and I think it's called The Sacrifice. And it follows a character from here. It's not that I think it's a bad book, it's simply the fact that it's not my cup of tea. If you are into dark romances, and I love dark romance, but if you are into like the darkest of the dark, this is for you. If you have no triggers, this is for you. You basically follow Sin and Elle. Is her name Ellington? They call her Ellie for short, so let's go with Ellie. And Ellie's had a really troubled childhood, and the more you go through this book, you realize the worse her life has been, the amount of terrible, terrible things that have happened to her. Again, you need to check trigger warnings for this book. And throughout the book, she gets kidnapped, she gets hurt, she gets, essayed. It's horrific. And Sin is like this big bad guy who murders a bunch of people, so you have to bear in mind you're going to be reading graphic scenes about murder and torture throughout this book. And I don't mind it so much. It's more the assault scenes that really get me that I don't like. So I struggle with it personally. I won't read the next one, but it is a very popular book, and Chantal Tessier writes very popular books that people like because not many people write those kind of books. So if this is something you're looking for, I would say it's a good one for those things. But you have to want to read those things. And if you're like me and you don't want to read those things, you're not going to enjoy this book, and it is going to really affect you mentally to read it because it just messes with your head a little bit. But I'm done reading it. I have a headache so bad now, so I'm glad that's over. I was thinking about ending the vlog after this one, but to be honest, I think I want to read another one. I'm not 100%. I might come back and end this vlog another time, but I'm tempted to read one more book and continue the Bonded series, of course. And I don't know what genre to go for because we've gone for two. So far, we've done one one fantasy romance reverse harem story, and now we've done a really dark mafia romance. So I don't know what to go for next. I'm having a little nose. I think I will decide soon, and I'll come back and let you know.
Why is it so dark? I'm sorry it's so dark. Hang on, let me see if I can like adjust. We can go here. This is better, alright? I'm sorry for all the noise in the background if you can hear it. The washing machine's on. Liam's causing carnage in the kitchen. I don't know what's going on. I'm also still sorry about my voice. I'm still really sick. I've tried to make myself look less sick because I haven't slept properly now in 3 days, so I look really bad. Today, I would really like to wrap up this vlog. So I would really like to finish, start and finish a book today. And I was looking at what we've read so far. And so far we've read a fantasy book, or a fantasy romance book. We've read a supernatural, paranormal, reverse harem romance. We have read a dark gangster mafia-esque romance. So I wanted to pick something else. So we had like 4 different types of books. And I've gone for the Virgin Suicides. I want to say Jeffrey something, I want to say. This is a cult story, I'm pretty sure, about a bunch of girls who committed suicide. And then we're following a group of boys who are... I don't know anything about this book. All I know is I wanted to read it for a really long time. It's been on my wish list for a long time. So when I was browsing Kindle Unlimited this morning, looking for something different to read, because I've got loads of books I want to read on there, but they're all pretty much in the same genre of what I've read already. And I wanted to make sure that this log had lots of different variations for anyone who wanted to, you know, browse the Kindle Limited realm. So that is the book I plan on reading today. I will keep you updated as I go through it. And yeah, hopefully I can finish it today. I mean, a classic? I mean, that's not like me. I think it's a classic anyway, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I will get back to you with some thoughts and feelings, but as I've just said, I don't really know anything about this book, as you could probably tell. But I'm hoping for a good one, so yeah, I will get back to you shortly when I've made some progress in the book. I'm here to give you a brief update. I have hit 30% in the Virgin Suicides. I did say it was a classic. I have no idea what counts as a classic. It was written in 1993. So I think that counts as one, because that's like, what, 28 years? Ew. Wait, 30 years? Oh, Christ, sorry. 30 years. Does that count as a classic? I don't know. So we follow 5 sisters, Mary, Bonnie, Lux, and 2 other girls, who are the sisters that we follow. And one of them has committed suicide. She attempted once, so obviously trigger warnings for self-harm and suicide. And then failed, and then did it again. So we're now reading through kind of like, it's going really fast paced through the girls growing up a little bit, and how they like them and their parents, their lives kind of spiral out of control since the girl's suicide. But there's some questionable things that are happening. Like, for example, this is all within the first like 10% that I'm talking about, so I'm not trying to spoil anything. But when the girl committed suicide, they said that they saw her walking away out of the door with a suitcase, but a suitcase was never found. And why would she walk away with a suitcase and then like 10 minutes later kill herself? I don't know. So I'm like, there's a lot of mystery involved in it that I'm really intrigued by. But for the most part, I don't know who's telling this story. I don't know who's telling the story. I'm confused. And I don't care about whoever's telling the story. They're telling it in such a gross way. I don't know if this is the point of the book or not. I'll be honest, I'm kind of bored, so I don't know if this is the point of the book or not, but the way it's talking about girls is kind of gross. Again, I really should read someone else's, like, I should really, like, look into it a bit more. It's giving uneducated. It's giving demonizing women going through, or girls going through puberty. I don't know. Maybe I just need to read more and, like, understand and interpret it in a different way. I have absolutely no idea. I will keep trying, but yeah, I'm at 30%. It's not that I'm, like, completely bored. There's, like, things that I really, really, really like about the story. But for me, the writing style is very off. I'm not enjoying the writing style. I'm not enjoying the way the story is told. I'm not enjoying the perspective in which the story is told. And I'm not enjoying the very heavy male focus and gaze. Considering this is written about 5 girls, it's very heavily focused on the men in their life and the men who watched them and the men who looked at them and the men around them. But maybe that is intentional. Maybe that's part of the story and the part of the point of the message it's trying to make. I don't know yet. I guess I'll know that the more I get into it, which is why I'm trying not to give up on this story. But that's kind of hard right now because I'm just like, it's kind of going in one ear and out the other. Yeah, I don't know. It's got a small amount of religious focus. I kind of expected more because when the girl attempted to kill herself the first time, she had a picture of the Virgin Mary laminated on her chest. And then the father was talking about God and Jesus and stuff. So it's got a small religious focus, but it hasn't come into play as much as I expected it to have, which is intriguing. But yeah, I'm going to keep reading. I think a lot of the reason that I'm not in the mood for this book and the reason I'm not in the mood for reading is simply because I'm just wanting to sleep. And like, you know when you've got a con you can't breathe? There's just nothing less fun than not being able to breathe, and instead of sitting and watching TV, you're having to sit and read. Like, I just don't want to sit and read. Um, but I also really do want to get this video out, so we're gonna push through. But I'm hoping I'm gonna get a bit more clarity in the coming, hopefully 20%. I would really like to be enjoying this book by the 50% mark, but we will see. It's not taking me long to get here at all. This is a short book. I think it's like 250 pages or something, maybe a little bit more. So yeah, I will keep reading now, and I will come back to you again with another update shortly.
Hello. So I'm going to be honest, I cannot finish this book. I really keep trying to because I'd like to give you a full thoughts and feelings review. I can't do it. I don't know what to say. It's just not that good in my opinion. I don't feel like it's giving anything. I feel like the pacing's off. I feel like there's such a good basis here of what you could be saying, and you're not saying it. Like nothing's actually being said. And maybe that's because I haven't finished it. Maybe the point of the book is going to be like up in the future, but I can't get there. I'm so bored. I don't care. And I don't know. I just expected more. I'm not really sure what I expected, but it's more than this. Um, and that's all I have to say about it. Really, I'm really sorry I couldn't finish it. I mean, that's a book I've wanted to read for a really long time, so I'm kind of disappointed. But at the same time, at least I didn't buy it because I was going to buy it and read it. Much better to have not bought it. So yeah, this for me personally was not a very good read, which I'm absolutely gutted about because the first two books were really good that I read, and the second two books have been meh. So I'm kind of upset about this. But at least we started off on the right foot. But I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I hope it was fun and entertaining. I've decided I really like doing themed vlogs. So if you like these, let me know. I want to just keep doing them themed instead of regular normal vlogs, just vlogging what I read, because I feel like I've had so much more motivation to read, and I've had much more fun reading too. I think the next one I want to film is arcs, because I'm way behind, and I kind of want to do like backlist and new, so I think I'm going to start filming that in a couple of days. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me in this vlog, and let me know if you read any of these or if you want to read any of these. And again, if you like this style of vlog instead of regular, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye!